The way you make sure that other men, that you collected your brother's belongings because he had only females, the same way another person in your next reincarnation, your brothers, will make sure they collected all your belongings because you had only females. As a man makes his bed, so he lies in it. You're only good in making laws that will suit you. You don't give a damn what happens to that woman. That through whom you could only become a man. You could only become responsible. You only think of yourself. What goes around comes around. Take notes. It's your time that the universe will stop at nothing in making sure that you reincarnated a female in next life so that you reap that which you have sown. And when you reincarnated as a female and began to reap what you have sown because of your selfish interest and all the rest of them, you begin to complain that you are robbed, you were maltreated by men. O ye men. Most of the law of nature, law of communities, societies, built cultural laws were all built by men. Even the so-called bride price that some men are crying wolf on, they were the one that put them in place against their fellow men. And to them it's now like as if women don't want them to marry them. You men, we are the people that bought it. And you live releasing the blame on yourself, and you are still releasing it on men, on females, on women. Don't you see that you are the one that poured away the oil, red oil, and you are accusing a baby? Even though you accused the baby, did it stop it from being you? It didn't stop. You could accuse the baby because the baby wasn't able to talk or fight for him or herself. The universe will keep fighting you for that. There will still be a time you will come back as a baby, and someone will also do so to you. Oh, ye men, when the problem escalates in the family, you get your women involved, you get your daughters involved, you get your umadas involved. But you want them to live on isolation. You want them to live without anything to fall back on. Just like in this current life now. Current era now, where some husbands over maltreat their wives. Even sometimes throw their things out. If they throw their things out, where will they go? Is it not to their father's house? Let's just assume that these women, these sisters of yours, have children or have had children from the men they married, and the man at the end, due to his excesses and all the rest of them, he threw your sister out, threw your daughters out, and there is no provision in her father's house for her that she could use in training and catering for her daughters, for her children. How will she cope? Are you being fed to nature? Do you know where you will reincarnate next? Do you know if it's in the hands of the children of those your sisters? Because you don't decide most of the times. Nature decides where you reincarnate in most cases. So that you go there and suffer that which you have done. That bad foundation you have laid. You don't give a damn. Oh, ye men. Be careful, be concentrate in some of your laws. That culture of the land could be amended. There is no wisdom in this. anything that is made by a man is subject to amendment. Because you don't know where you will incarnate. That is the information, that is my utmost interest and concern. That I want you to get to your understanding, to your heart. That you wouldn't know where you will incarnate next. Whether in the family of those of your women that you have denied everything that would have helped them stand firm as human beings. So that when you reincarnate in their houses, you follow them and enjoy. Because proper arrangements were made for them, for you. You are only concerned about your daily bread. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. That is where your mind is. Your mind is not in your incarnational times. Where you reincarnate next. What will happen there? You don't care. You don't give him damn. If you realize that man's reincarnational term is transcend, you go from one place to another according to how universe has programmed it, according to how you have written your reincarnational term based on your daily attitudes. You learn to plan well. You learn to live a decent and disciplined life. You learn to prepare and amend your ways so that whichever way you fall, according to reincarnation, you are not going to suffer. Even if other people in that family, in that environment suffers, you'll be exceptional. In Igbo culture, a woman does not own a land. How? Who made the culture? You, a man. It is easier said than done. What if you reincarnate in the life of that woman tomorrow, where you have used your hand and structure that a woman cannot own in land, and she doesn't own anything that could sustain you as a son? You are going to suffer. You are bound to suffer in the hands of that woman. Because in most cases, children are always found in the hands of their mothers. So if the mother is actually suffering, you too will suffer. Because that is what the law you made because of your selfish interests. Because of your excesses. That is why it's very, very important that when you give birth to a child, find out the kind of destiny that child has come life with. So that you know how to begin on time to amend, to train this child to avoid excesses of behavior. Oh, amen. Learn to consider your females. Learn to consider your sisters. Learn to consider your daughters. Because you don't know where the universe will throw you for incarnation. See you in my next video. Thank you.